All right, my name is Ben Henson, and I'm here today teaching the first lesson to a fifth grader on the five components of physical fitness. These are going to cover cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, BMI, and flexibility. We have our first grader here from Northwinds Elementary, and by the end of this lesson, they're going to be able to demonstrate with correct form 3 different health building exercises for their bodies and show that with perfect form when asked to do so by a teacher. All right, today we're going to learn about your body and how to keep it healthy without eating marshmallows and donuts and all sorts of fun stuff like that. All right?
Okay.
So, first thing we're going to talk about is muscular strength. We're going to work on getting the pipes. First thing we're going to do for that, we're going to get to circuits here in a little bit. I'm going to demonstrate the push-up. Okay? So we're going to come up, we're going to come down, keep our feet up in the air right next to each other. Going to go down and right back. All right? You try. Good. Way to keep your back flat. Good job. That'll be good for that one. Next one we're going to work on is abdominal strength. This one is a little bit trickier, but it's a really good one for your body, especially your core, something that doesn't get worked a lot. So you're going to come down on your back, put your feet up. You're going to slide your hands all the way up, come up to the top, slide them right back down. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Good job. Try to keep your feet on the ground. You're good. All right. Next one we're going to talk about is doing wall sits. All right. So we're going to go against the wall. We're going to lean back, keeping our back against the wall. We're going to go all the way down until our legs are parallel. Okay?
Okay.
Just hold that for 5 seconds. Just show you. Got the form now. Keep your feet out from the wall. Spread them out just a little bit. Back against it. Hands out on your lap. Keep going down. You want to get your legs right to 90 degrees. Good. Just like that. All right. Stand up. Good job. So those are 3 exercises that can work your arms, your core, and your legs. And actually, we're going to do one more on your legs. We're going to do a squat. So what you're going to do, you're going to have your hands above your head, feet shoulder width apart, bend down, go all the way down, come right back up, all right?
Okay.
Try that. Good. Make sure when you go down, you want to keep the weight on your heels. You don't want to lean forward.
Okay.
Good job, though. All right, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to do a little bit of interval training. So we're going to go for 30 seconds at each station, and then you're just going to switch exercise. I'll tell you what's coming up next, all right? So first one we're going to do is wall sits. You're just going to hold the wall sit for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Keep good. Keep your feet out in front of you a little bit more. Good. Really focus on bending your legs, keeping your posture. This is really good for eccentric movement. It's just nice, it's solid. Working on keeping your base tight. I like how you're not bringing your feet out. That shows you're working your legs and not just leaning. That's a really good job. Another 15 seconds. Are your legs burning yet? No, not bad.
Just a little.
Just a little? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Next one we're going to do. We're going to do push-ups for 30 seconds.
Okay.
As many as you can. Just do it with perfect form. Perfect form is more important than actually getting as many as you can, because you have to train through the full range of motion to get that. And this is a good way to keep your elbows and your shoulders and your wrists really strong. And you want to start your building solid and then work up from there.
Okay.
So really do it correctly versus get as many as you can and do half reps. All right?
All right.
Ready? Go. And if you have to take a break, that's totally okay. Good. Shake it out for a second. You got about 5 seconds left. One more. Good job. All right. Next one we're going to work is we're going to work our core muscles. Do you remember what exercise that was?
Curl ups.
Curl ups. All right. So you're gonna do curl ups. You really want to keep your feet going, and you're just gonna go for 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Go. 1. We're not counting them, but just this is kind of the same thing as push-ups. You want to really use your abs. You can cheat and push up, or you can pick your feet up. This is something you really just want to work on doing it correctly.
Okay.
Seconds. Oh, get tangled up. All right, good. Stand up. All right, last one. This is really good for range of motion and flexibility, really good for young athletes that are looking to improve in their sport. You remember what the last one was? It had to do with our legs.
Squats.
Squats. So we really want to make sure our hands are up, keep our chest up, and really keep the weight on our heels. Heels, good. All right, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Good. Really lean back. There you go. Time. Good job. All right. So if you were training to get your body in shape, these are some easy activities that you can do at home, and it's not necessarily something that's hard and you don't need any equipment. If you did this 3 or 4 times, would you be pretty tired? Yeah, you'd probably get a pretty good workout in. Okay? All right. That's going to do it for our cardiovascular. Actually, that'll do it for our muscular strength and muscular endurance. Now we're going to talk about cardiovascular endurance a little bit, and that's talking about your heart. Okay? So you really want to work on keeping your heart healthy. Do you know why it's important to keep your heart healthy?
So you can stay alive longer?
Well, that's a good answer, to stay alive longer. Absolutely. It'll risk your chance for heart attack and disease, and it'll also help with your body to make sure you're staying healthy for the appropriate weight for your height. Okay? So, some things that you can do to train your heart in that regard would be something like running the mile. Do you think, is it easy to run a mile? Pretty easy? Okay, every time you run the mile, if you're training for something, trying to work your heart, you're supposed to keep beating your time, right? It's a new personal best. So a good way to do that is just take a pen and paper and just keep track of that. Or same with push-ups and curls, you can just keep track of that and try and improve every time and set goals. That's called progression, and that's really important with training, okay? That'll be something that you could train your heart. We're not going to go out and run a mile right now, but that's something that you could do, or even hop on a treadmill if you have one at home. All right. Next part we're going to talk about is eating. It's really important when training and just overall living to eat really healthy. Do you like eating vegetables?
Corn.
Corn, yeah. It's really important when you eat, just an easy rule of thumb to go by is to try and get as many colors on your plate as possible. So if you have everything that's white or everything that's yellow or whatever, that's not really healthy for your body. So a little rule of thumb, when you have a plate, you should have some sort of a green, some sort of a colored fruit or something like that, some sort of a meat, maybe a glass of milk for supper. But it's really important to eat those different colors, and that's even something you can do in school lunches. They have different options. You know, you can get a salad, or you can get different kinds of fruit or vegetables that come in the line. It may not be the best, but it's something that you can work with, or if you don't like the school lunches, you can bring your own kind of vegetables or fruits in from a cold lunch. Okay? And there's a lot of easy options. You know, you can talk to your family. You know, there's different things you can buy stuff in bulk, or there's different kind of fruits you can get that are still really healthy for you, and they're not very expensive. So maybe that'd be a good activity or something for you to do with your family, is maybe go on a grocery shopping trip and just look at different options and how they compare to the foods you buy. Maybe they might even be cheaper than some of the stuff you get. All right. You think you're ready for the test? I don't know, not quite yet. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about flexibility. Do you think it's really good after you do exercises to stretch?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll help get some of the lactic acid out, and it'll just help keep your body and muscles fresh, okay? So we're going to do a couple stretches here after we just got done doing a workout. Say we did it 3-4 times, even just doing it twice. It's really important to do some major stretching. So the first one we're going to do, we're just going to do a quick arm stretch. We're just going to reach across, stretch. You're going to hold that one for about 30 seconds. We won't do that for the sake now. Then you're going to switch arms, okay? The other one we're going to do, we're going to work our hamstrings. That's our muscles in the back of our legs. We're just going to put our feet shoulder width apart. We're just going to reach down and try and touch our toes and hold that for 30 seconds. So that would be an example of a hamstring stretch.
Do we do it on both sides?
Nope, you just go straight down with both arms and that'll stretch both of them. And the last one we're going to do is called a lunge. You're going to put one knee on the ground, one knee up, and you're just going to lean forward. Okay? So why don't you try getting into a lunge? And this is going to work your quads and your hip flexor. Your quads are in the front of your leg, and your hip flexor is right along the front on your other leg. Okay? So you do that for about 30 seconds, and then you'd switch legs. Okay?
Alright.
All right. To close things out, we'll see how well you were paying attention. All right?
Okay.
We got our little quiz. Mr. Henson's 5 components of physical fitness quiz. You ready?
Yep.
Which of the following helps with flexibility? Watching TV, eating McDonald's, or stretching?
Stretching.
Good. Which of these foods is a fruit? An apple, steak, or a carrot?
Apple.
Good. Which sport is more cardiovascular endurance based? Baseball or basketball?
Basketball.
Good. True or false? It is important to use progression when working on improving your physical fitness.
True.
Good. Looks like this 5th grader from Buffalo's got everything working for him.